Hey, what's up? It's TJ here, and today we're going to talk about what I was told from a commercial producer about my work. So this is all about building your portfolio. Whether you're a videographer or photographer, this should apply to you. Well, kinda. This is mostly for video production. If you are trying to get into more video work, maybe you're trying to get into more commercial video work, or you're just trying to get like more clients into your door, right? Today is all about what this producer told me about my work when I sent him my portfolio. You want to have a outstanding portfolio that attracts those clients as soon as they come to your website. They're like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. How do I get you to do the work that I want you to do? And this is, I mean, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got 6 different tips that he gave me, and this really helped me out. So I hope it will help you out too. The first thing is do what you are capable of doing. All of us have this knack for a certain style of film, and you may gravitate towards a specific type of way to tell a story, and that is yours. So own it. This is how you like to tell stories. Don't go chasing after some look or some trend that you really don't know how to do yet. And you really only want to use equipment that you know with your eyes closed. The thing is, you want every aspect of your work to be as professional as possible. So this means not overreaching and trying to go and do things that you're not really capable of doing, or that you may not have the equipment to really pull off in a professional manner. The second thing is find references to model your work after. Now, we talked about like the way that you tell your story. Well, there may be other filmmakers that tell their stories in similar ways, that are already putting out and producing work at the level that you want to produce it. Those are the types of work that you want to study, and study some more. You want to know how they do what they do from beginning to end. You want to see the behind the scenes. You want to see and research everything that they do to make this possible. So make sure you do the research and you examine what they're doing and how they're creating the type of work that they're creating. This is going to help inform you of how to create the work that you want to create. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is to plan to deliver a message. You want your clients to understand that you know how to deliver the message that they need to tell their audiences. If you go back and look at your references and all the films that inspire you, they're probably delivering a message. Well, how are they delivering that message? Is it through voiceover? Is it through a combination of visual elements and voiceover? Or is it just visual element? The next thing you want to do is to use music to drive your film. It's important to spend as much time as possible on finding the right song for your work. This may take hours and longer than you think, but it's super important to have music that feels and gives the emotion that you want your audiences to have when they're listening or watching your videos. You also want to use the music to push the pace of your film. When you're first getting started, you may not know how to pace your film or how to cut or when to cut to the next shot. Use music to drive those cuts. Use music to integrate the cuts and make it seem like a seamless film. Discovering the right song isn't easy, but it is important. The next thing is to not be afraid to make it shorter. Honestly, a lot of my work was just way too long. And when he looked at it, it was like, hey, you gotta cut this down. It's too long. And how long was it? It was only a minute long. I thought that was short. But if you really think about commercials and promo videos, they're not that long. There's only a handful of commercials that are actually 1 minute long. Most are 15 seconds or 30 seconds long. Those are the spots that you normally see on television. And there are those rare cases where you have a 1 minute commercial that's a full storyline. But honestly, to have a 1 minute film, you need a lot of content, because you should be super picky about what makes it into the final film. You shouldn't be using any clips that aren't the A clips. You should be scrutinizing every shot and every cut so that only the best of the best make it into the final film. So even though you may want to do a 1 minute film, you may only have 15 or 30 seconds worth of film-worthy content. And 15 and 30-second clips are not easy to make. Like, making a film that's 15 seconds is super hard because you have to be very particular about what gets into the final cut. And having that mindset leads to better films and more entertaining films. And the last thing you want to do is to understand that your portfolio is your portfolio. It's not your client's portfolio. It's not the last person who you did a video for. It's not their portfolio either. It's your portfolio. So your portfolio should include, I said portfolio a lot, but you want your portfolio to have the things that you like in there. It should be only the style of films that you like and the ones that you want to continue to do in the future. So you may have a client that wants a specific thing in their video. It's okay to deliver that final product to the client. But if you don't like that specific thing that was needed for that client, make your own cut, make a director's cut, and that goes into your portfolio. That shows the work that you like to do and the work that you are willing to do, and also tells future clients, hey, you know what? I like his style. I want to do a video like that, not like what the client needed. So this was an extremely hard hour that I had with this producer, but it was great and an awesome learning experience for me. I came away learning a lot, and I actually applied some of those things to my films and went back and re-edited them. So my next few videos are gonna be about those films that I went back and re-edited. We're gonna walk through them. We're gonna talk about what they looked like before and what changes I made to them to make them look and feel a little bit better and to just improve my overall portfolio. We'll talk about that stuff in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.